Hey guys, since a lot of you found the test that we did today difficult, we're gonna go through this one more time. The apostrophe and all, they mark when people or things in English own something. We're gonna start with the apostrophe, and then I've written some sentences, and these are really basic. Peter's book in Swedish. If we were to translate that to English, we would get Peter's book. Okay, and here we get the apostrophe, and the apostrophe will be before the S. Pretty basic, and using this we know that Peter is holding the book. And then we have another one, lärarens böcker. And here we got one teacher and several books. So the teacher's books. Got the apostrophe again in front of the S, before the S, and we got an S here marking that it's more than one book, right? And the apostrophe marking that the teacher is owning the books. And, well, it's pretty much the same as Peter owns the book. If we move on to the next one, lärarnas böcker, we got more teachers owning, well, more books again. In that case, it's going to be the teacher's books again. Well, it's pronounced exactly the same. The only difference here, you see, is that the apostrophe is after the S instead of in front of the S. And that is the only thing that differentiates one teacher from owning several books from several teachers owning several books, where you put the apostrophe. If we've got one teacher, the apostrophe has to be before the S. If we've got several teachers, the apostrophe has to be after the S. You also use an apostrophe too in time expressions. The next one, en veckas semester. In English, that would be one week's holiday, and the apostrophe would be here, well, before, yes, so yeah. 1 week owning the holiday. If we move on to 2 weeks holiday. 2 weeks holiday. And since it's 2 weeks, we would have the apostrophe after the S. Time expressions. And there's one exception to the rule about when we have one teacher, we put the S there. If we have several teachers, we put the apostrophe there. That thing is when we use irregular plural of nouns. You can't see it, that's very stupid. When we have irregular plural nouns, for instance, one man, many men, one woman, many women, they don't take an S to show that they are many. And since they don't take an S, we don't have to put the apostrophe at the end, like this. So, if we take this one, for example, barnets leksaker. The child's toy, okay, and natural, we put the apostrophe before the S, marking that the child is owning his toys, several toys. The S here is only marking that we have more than one toy. Barnens, so there we have more than one kids, and we're going to use the irregular, so the children's toys. Okay, and like I said, we don't need this S to show that we have more than one kid. Okay, one child, well, it means we got one child, but children, it means that we have already, we know that it's more than one kid. Okay, it's more than one child. So children's, we are free to put the apostrophe here. And that goes for all the irregular nouns like children, women, men, geese, if geese can own anything. Yeah. Then we put the apostrophe in front of this. And all of these, the apostrophe, it's used with living beings, living creatures when we own something. We could exchange Peter, it doesn't have to be a person or a human, it could be a cat. It could be the cat's toys, for instance. Then we'd use the apostrophe as well. So living creatures, like here, and here, of course. This one, time expressions, then we also use the apostrophe. When there's an expression in time, for instance, 1 week's holiday, 2 weeks holiday, or maybe yesterday's news. I don't know, something like that. And that's a bit different from when non-living creatures or non-living things owns something. For instance, if we take this one, trädgrenarna, then we gotta use of instead. There's no apostrophe, there's no S. We just do like this instead. Trädgrenar. The branches, okay, we know it's small branches. All the tree. So the branches of the tree. We'll go for the next one. Is going to pretty much the same. Bergets top. The top of the mountain. Bokensidor. The book isn't living, the pages isn't living, so the pages of the book. Okay? Skolans elever. Okay, so now we got the thing here. Students, obviously, they are living creatures. The school, however, isn't living. And in this sentence in Swedish, skolans elever, we know that the school is owning the students. And that would be like this. The students of the school. And as you can see, there are no apostrophes here whatsoever. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I hope this will help you, and I hope that you study up and try to redo the test as soon as possible. Preferably next week, Monday or Tuesday.